Alright, so today is Sunday and it's raining outside, and this Friday I'm gonna leave for New York. So today is the bag day and I'm going to prepare my bed because I won't have a lot of time this week. I'm gonna teach all the week, so yeah, today it's bag time for me. Alright, so it's 4:30 in the afternoon, it's Sunday, and the bag is almost done, which is good. And I just grabbed my guitar and tried to practice a little bit. I haven't played today, so I need to warm up my hand a little bit. Always good to tune the instrument, of course. And then I need to go through all my tunes for today, because tomorrow I'm going to play a Monday gig here in my hometown. Right, so I need to maybe do a list for tomorrow at least. Right. Yeah, I was thinking about that. It's always good when you practice a particular mode or scale. In this particular case, I'm practicing the altered scale, so G altered scale or A flat melodic minor scale. So this particular scale, right? It's always good to have some basic chords. When I first started to recognize the melodic minor scale, I was using this scale, maybe I was missing a point. I was missing the point that you actually need to know the sounds of a particular scale, so not just the scale, because probably when you're a student, when you start to play scales, you just think about, okay, I need to learn the melodic minor scale, so this is the scale. Okay, right? So just play the scale without any connection with chords. I think that if you try to learn chords first, you get the general sound of a particular scale. So for instance, if I have G7 altered chord or G7 sharp 11, all the altered chords, okay, so G, maybe D flat, try it over G, the G7 sharp 9 chord, the Hendrix chord, right? The D7 flat 9 and flat 9 and the sharp 11 maybe, right? And maybe the G augmented triad, right? So you get this kind of sound for the G altered scale. So you actually play a chord and then maybe use the scale, descending scale, right, to really get the sound of the chord. Or maybe this chord here, or maybe this chord here. Maybe I can start from the 7th and play, right, something like that. Or maybe we resolve to C minor in this case. Yeah, so for me this is crucial because you need to actually know the sound of a particular chord. So in this case it's G7 altered scale. So if you play just the scale, I think that is not enough. You need to get under your finger all the chords to get the real sound, like I said. So I think this is a great way to practice scales. So chords in relationship with the scale. and also try to connect chords with a particular scale. So if I have this very common G7, sharp 9 and sharp 5, try to play a phrase. This is a very cliche phrase. Maybe go to C major 7 or C minor 7. Right? Or maybe you have another chord option, like maybe the G7 sharp 5 here. This comes from basic drop 2 up here, but you just need to raise the 5th up an half step to get this sound. Okay, so you can actually try any of the G7 drop 2 chord that you know. Probably you know this one. You just need to raise the 5th up an half step, so D become D sharp, and you get this sound, right? And of course you have this. You just need to raise the D here, so you're gonna have this beautiful chord, right? So this one and this one. So you get this one, you get this one, and this one, and of course you also have this and the D's here. So you just need to get this nice sound here. So you have maybe I'll try to play all these inversions. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? And the very last one up here, just need to raise the D and the D sharp. You get this sound. So if I have G7 sharp 5 here, I can try to connect, right? So the G7 altered up here with C minor, for instance, and try to of course you have to know the scale up here. So yeah, there are a few fingerings here. This one, first one, maybe another one. See, so when I'm playing here, I'm trying try to connect scales, fingerings, and also of course chordal shape with the scale. So if I have this, I play, right? Or maybe this one, the Andrews chord, I play super common cliche. Right? Yeah, so I play the G7 sharp 9 here, this, and from here I'm going up into the scale. Maybe play another voicing. This is actually a G7 with the you have the guide notes here and plus a sharp 9 on top, and also the B here. You have a double B, kind of a unison. So for instance, maybe a phrase like this, right? Or into the C minor. Let me get another one, maybe on this this chord that actually comes from this G7, but you just need to raise the D to D sharp. You can play get the sound of the G altered sound, and again, right, G7 sharp 9 and sharp 5, and back to C minor 7. Yeah, I'm playing like more traditional way, more old school. I really like the sound actually. And kind of sound. I will put a link down here so you can download some common voicing for the altered sound, and also some fingerings for the altered sound that I wrote down several years ago. So you have some ideas to practice if you haven't seen this material before. Okay, so yeah, super nice stuff to practice. And yeah, also I really recommend to study all the inversion for the G7. So if you have, for instance, G7 here, you can play G7 and try to alter this chord, just like I said, just try to raising the fifth to an half step up, so you have this sound. Super nice chord to play. It's just D sharp, G, B and F. So if you know this basic chord, like this one, this one, this one, this one, and of course the octave up here, you just need to raise the fifth up an half step, so you get this one, you get this one, and you get this one, and you get this one. It's always good to actually start with a chord, a phrase, because you get the right note. Okay. Sometimes if you just practice scales, you play scales, but if you try to actually really understanding chords on the fretboard, you start using them. So maybe I will play. Yeah, I'm just thinking about this inversion for the G7 sharp 5 chord, and play so, and get into the C minor, so into the 9 of C minor. Okay, or maybe I think about, okay, or right, MC, or let me think. Yeah, I have this also. I can play, or right. So you get this kind of sound. I think that it's super important to know chords first, because you get to know the real sound of a particular scale. That this could be any scale, of course. If I have, for instance, D minor, I want the sound of D minor Dorian, okay? So I want this kind of sound. I want this kind of sound here. I need to put the major 6 in it, because if I just play D minor like this, it doesn't actually tell me that is Dorian. So I need to put the 6, the major 6, okay, to get the sound of the yeah, right. So the sound of the D Dorian sound. Okay, so I'm playing D minor but with the 6, okay, or maybe I play this chord here. I have the 6 here, okay, right. Or maybe this is an 11 chord. Actually, doesn't have the 6, but I can also try to play maybe this one. Isn't it super nice, because you have guide notes here, so you have a 7 minor 3rd, major 6, and the 7 on top. Right, super nice. And maybe, right, so this kind of sound. Okay, so this is super important, because you really get to know, like I said, the sound of a particular scale. So if you just practice scale and say, okay, I know the Dorian scale, right? Yeah, you know the scale, but you need to use this scale with a chord scale relationship. Okay, so. Right, so I get, so I know where is the major 6. In this particular case, is the B note for D minor 7. Okay, So super important, try to think like this when you practice modes. Yeah, in this vlog I mentioned the altered scale, okay, because I was practicing the altered scale. But you can do the same thing for any chord, okay? Alright, so practice chord to get the general sound of a particular mode. Alright, so coffee time. Whoa, just need it. This is Bialetti Mocha Express, very good. Alright, so today I also gotta go through my original tune because tomorrow is the Monday gig, like I said. I'm gonna play here in my hometown and yeah, so we're getting ready for New York, you know. So I'm gonna play also a nice tune that I wrote in, I think that is 2013 or 14, that actually is on Electric Water record, like I said yesterday on previous vlog, and this is called Mark's Evolution. It's like wow, it's like wow. So I need to go through all my tunes, at least play melody and themes for each of them. So the vlog for today is done and I'll catch you tomorrow. So hard making tune lists for me, but I definitely need to do it. I'm looking for a version of Turn Around by Joshua Redman. That should be here somewhere. Oh yes, it is. It's Joshua Redman, Wish. And this record features Pat Metheny, Charlie Haddon and Billy Higgins, so I definitely would love to check it out, this tune, because I would love to play it. Turn Around, yeah, let me check. Turn Around. Yeah, this record here. You like it? Nice. Nice. You like it? Nice. See.